take to get a op back. All my niggas outside, steak, bitch, we out back.
My feet up, my feet up, my feet up.
The trap, I'm doing me. Hey, I'm keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me.
My feet up,
I'm doing me.
my feet up.
Hey, I'm keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers, I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drugs is insurance. Hey, I'm keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Hey, I'm keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. Way to work naked like a skinny dipping, no crossing needed for this crucifixion. Fold out, couple screws missing. Paranoid, leaving superstition. No paper in the river fishing. Need a stove, what in the kitchen. Without a diamond, still shine glisten. Set around so everybody itching. Call it strong, charging for a mission. Mathematics, simple addition. Bad luck like a bad shit. One of the few still a better street, no matter what. Never act different, no GPS. Money back tripping. Money cup, guess I'm back sipping. Like Jason Kidd, I guess I'm back a Hey, I'm keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers, I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drugs is insurance. Hey, I'm keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Hey, I'm keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me.
I was riding the tours, dreaming of a ring. Got another little bun, then another day. Go by the escape, pop run it up. Back down with the boots, had a Timberlake. Rear reach, had a rally, it's the runner eight. Ball run it up, rock step, run it up. I'm a star cloud now, I'm an anime. Roll run it, show money, get it straight straight. Play brother, finna kill, have him on the way. Riding on the six, 9 present on the day. I would count money way back on the day. Stepping in with a boy, money boy trade. HD lifestyle, let me phone it up. 4 clips, 2 rock, chrome, hand up. Being legal, I carry 34 state. Sticky time, nigga, gotta
Hey,
play
yo,
up.
keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers, I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drugs is insurance. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers, I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drugs is insurance. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me.
What is going on, everybody? We are here to celebrate my strike being gone and my video being put back up. Yes, I'm celebrating because I'm petty. But also, I think before any of this got too deep, we had made a warning. My client and I had made a warning to the striker formerly known as Philly Phil, and we let her know that if she kept talking, things could get worse. There were family members, aunties, and uncles that are willing to come out and back my client. They're willing to do a exclusive tell all and tell the shit that the striker formerly known as Philly Phil won't. But we did say as long as she stopped, it would get worse. Of course, she did not stop. She went on a world tour. She hopped on panels, and she still has not stopped making them passive aggressive ass community posts. Hey, that don't count as a cuss word, Joy. See, I've been bet by Joy and my client that I couldn't go through this whole show without cussing. Ass is not a cuss word. But yes, we've been seeing those subliminal passive aggressive ass community posts, and we're not amused. So we firing a warning shot. We're doing like North Korea. We just about to let you know that we got nukes on deck. We got nukes on deck. And we're going to start off by showing how my client has, since my client has popped on the scene, She's been consistent in just telling her story. She hasn't bashed the striker known as Philly Phil. And she's actually told several people, yeah, I don't want y'all talking bad about her. But you got the lady on the other hand, the other lady, the striker known as Philly Phil, she just not having it. Every chance she gets, she's going to take a dig. And so, ma'am, since you tried to assassinate my character, I just sat back and listened. I sat back and you tried to assassinate my character. You've tried to assassinate my client's character. I'm just here for some payback. That's all. And Gabe, yes, that is a new single. Unlike the Pound Puppies that say they rap and do comedy and all that, I actually do it. I actually present shit to people. Y'all just don't have to take my word for it. Dang, I done lost already. I done lost already. But I forgot where I'm at in the chat. Hello, everyone. I'm like 40 comments behind, so ain't no way I'm gonna get to all of them. Hello to
Is it a
everyone in the
limit?
building. What is it? Is it a what limit?
Curse limit? Or just the first one you
Hopefully,
out?
hopefully I get some bonus points because it wasn't no cussing in that song. Hopefully I can get some bonus points.
Mm.
But where was I at? I forgot where I was at. What were you about to say?
You were speaking to the chat.
Oh yes, hello everyone in the chat. Hello, hello, hello. Let me start out with the first one where we're just gonna play what the striker known as Philly Phil has been saying about my client. And we're taken aback by this because we have not spoken this way. Well, I know my client hasn't. I have, but I piped down for her, but she ain't stopped. So we're gonna take a trip down memory lane because I know a lot of y'all don't remember what happened because it was simultaneous. It's about was it 2 weeks? Well, it was about a week, 7, 8 days ago. Truth Hurst was live. Local Libra was live. Truth Hurts had August and Rello on her panel. I guess Philly Phil was at work. And after Blue, B Nicole was in Local Libra's chat. She got somehow the striker known as Philly Phil got word of this. She goes live from work on her channel. She wasn't feeling it. So then she goes over to Truth Hurts panel and continues to bash my client. Meanwhile, my client goes on Local Libra's panel, just tells the story, ain't cussing her out, ain't saying nothing foul, not wishing anything ill upon her, still saying the door is always open. But the striker known as Philly Phil wants to portray my client as the mean, vindictive, evil, crazy one. And so, no, I don't know if you've ever listened to yourself back, ma'am, on since you've been doing this world tour, but you're about to hear yourself now. Truth Hurts. We need to link up so I can talk to you about getting my client on your show. You've heard from the striker known as Philly Phil. She's been there. Her management's been there. I've been there. I think my client should be able to come over there and speak her piece. Let's link up. Let's set that up. Here we go. This is what happened when the striker got word that my client was in Local Libra's chat. Not on the panel. She wasn't on the panel. She just was in the chat, and she actually was in the chat because she disagreed with some things I believe Local was saying at the time, and so she came in the chat to clarify.
Speak. You want to speak? Yeah, I just wanted to come up and say, I appreciate you doing a live. I'm not looking for nobody to just take my side or anything like that because that's not going to change my mind or make me do anything any different from what I've done.
Ma'am, my client doesn't want you to do anything different. My client wants you to just stop being passive aggressive and throwing slick disses and portraying her out to be something that she is not, ma'am. She hasn't said anything negative about you. Even in her tell all video, she didn't say anything about you. She said she got mad and blocked you, but that was the worst she went with it.
You said something earlier because I was listening at my desk. You said what? You put your story out there, you have your own channel. Why? Truth, and I'm telling you guys on this panel, they want to hurt me. They want to drag me down. They know YouTube. You know, I had a YouTube family. Things were going good. And yes, she has been.
Wait a minute. What day would you be talking about? What day? You mean your YouTube brother? You mean your former cougar crush? What day are you talking about? And then I think I just have to give everybody a reminder. Had the striker known as Philly Phil not told her business to her brother, we wouldn't be here. Did y'all know about this before she told her business to her brother? Nope. Your fault, ma'am.
Watching me and following my every move on YouTube. She knows exactly who I'm into it with and who I'm not into it with. And that's why she's choosing the people that she's choosing to deal with. Because they're the people that hate me, pretty much. And I despise them.
I don't hate you, ma'am. I just disassociate myself with you because you have gotten me 3 times. That's it. Point blank period. Hey, there's my client. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to her channel. It is pinned at the top of the chat. Make sure y'all go subscribe so that she can get a community wall so that she can post non-passive aggressive things. Let me just point something out. That video that she did the other day where she was singing, that was her response to all the negative stuff that she's heard her mom say. Her response wasn't to be catty, to be mean, to go off, to cuss her out, to go on panels. She sang a gospel song on her channel. I don't know if y'all have been over there, but her channel is not about that lady. She got one video about that lady. One, telling her story. And because she had got a copyright strike from the lady, not a copyright, a privacy complaint, my bad. Because she got a privacy complaint, she had to re-edit it. She had to take the old one down, start back over. And that's also why I'm at you too, ma'am, because you mess with my money for no reason. Like literally the video you struck, you were begging me to drag you, play your material, cuss you out and all that. Because the first time I addressed you, I was very polite. I made sure to point out I ain't cussing you out or nothing like that because I still got a little semblance of respect for you. Then you made about 5 videos and put them on private.
So anybody that would get with your enemy and think that that's going to help the situation, no, she knows there's no coming back. So now it's just I'm just going to take her out. But you can't take me out. You can't take me out. I'm the original. I'm first.
My client has not tried to take you out, and you sound very childish saying, I'm the original. I was first. What do you mean? You were not the first YouTuber, ma'am. If that's what you're hinting at, unless you're saying you were the first because you're the mom, but you weren't the first YouTuber. And if I'm not correct, she had a YouTube channel before you, ma'am. Maybe I'm wrong, but I could have sworn she had her YouTube channel years before you. So that there was a lie. But as we listen to these things, y'all will see how much of a liar she is. That's why I reposted that video yesterday, because it contradicted a lot of stuff that she said on Truth Hurts panel when she was up there. And by the way, ma'am, I just want to point out to you, when I had that interview, I could have told her not to let you up there. She asked me several times, and I was like, she can talk. I've never tried to silence you because one thing I've realized about you is you talk too much and you self-expose, just like your pound puppies. That's why y'all like each other so much. So I let you niggas talk. I always give y'all the stage to speak uninterrupted. Have y'all not noticed that? Since the first time I've gotten into it with them niggas, and now you, I ain't trying to get on a panel and argue back and forth with y'all. Y'all can speak uninterrupted. I'll say what I say, and then I'll provide receipts behind it. I don't need y'all to just take my word for it like how y'all do.
I ain't going nowhere. That's all I got to say, y'all, because I got to eat. I don't have that long for lunch. But thank y'all. Unless you have a question for me, real quick, Truth.
I'm here, PP. Hold on.
Okay, then. Uh, all right, bye bye.
PP.
Hey, PP, listen. I appreciate you hitting the link and coming up for a minute. I'm gonna just say this to you, and I'm gonna let anybody who wants to ask a question. All I'm gonna say to
I don't
you
know
is,
how
I'm
much
praying for
longer
your situation. And that's the honest to God truth. I feel like
she doesn't care about the prayer. Like since this, and I want you to truth hurts. This was 8 days ago. Just look at the crap that she has been posting on her page aimed at trying to hurt my client. She has never been this family oriented, involved in sharing out and saying, let's get my this to 3K. And she ain't never been that family oriented until now. Now all of a sudden she care. She the best grandma in the world. But yeah, she since this video, all her community posts have been aimed at, and some of them been aimed at me too. I just waited until I could celebrate. This is the celebration show. My strike is gone. As I said on Truth Hurt Show, I'll just wait. I bet not delete all my videos so you can take a strike back that's going to come off anyway because you were dead wrong and you weren't going to take me to court.
even though a lot of people are considering the psyche and the emotional toll that this is taking on the daughter. The way I work is I consider everybody in every situation. Like I can feel for both parties. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to say that um, I'm praying for your situation, and you.
And speaking of prayer, I noticed the striker formerly known as Philly Phil and her pound puppies tried to play on the fact that I don't believe in God. The pound puppy called me a sinner. Pound puppy, cool, I'll be a sinner. But you know what you are? There's only one sinner in the Bible that's named what you are. You're an abomination, sir. That's you. I'll be a sinner, but you're an abomination. Put that in your pipe and smoke it. Nasty boys.
Come on here and you are like Tony the Tiger. And I get it. That's your persona. That's how you come off. But I do know that something like this, like some real life shit like this, can really like put you in a space, not a good space is what I'm gonna say. So I just want you to know that I'm praying for you, praying for your family, praying for this outcome, and just stay strong.
Okay, and you're right, Truth. I'm not in a good space with these people. Okay? You have family members that I would never ever speak to again. You have them. So just leave me alone. You're right, Truth. I'm not in a good space. I despise them and they despise me. And it ain't gonna change.
Ma'am, you have been left alone. It is you that keeps talking negatively about my client. That's why I'm going to play y'all's words on the same day. And you're saying what you're saying on this panel simply because you found out she was typing in Local Libra's chat.
And I don't care who don't like it.
Well, to be honest, as far as who you are and what you're saying and how you feel, one can only respect that because, hey, at least you're not being fake. You're keeping it above. You're saying what it is.
That's right.
And truth, I tried.
Yes, and the truth is she's a cold, evil, manipulative, calculating. There's so many other adjectives that I could use, but it just throw one in there. She fits it.
She wouldn't know nothing had I tried. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm just gonna put when somebody jealous of the
Don't do it.
no, you
Don't
know
do
what?
it.
If I don't want nobody speaking on certain things, then I can't do it. And now I'm sort of under a gag order. I'm gonna be serious because I'm handling this. I just got to do some legal stuff because I will not be bullied and stalked. And yes, I was stalked, and people did sit outside of my house and say they were just waiting to see me and driving down my street. And
Well, according to Mike, that was Tommy. Do you have her confused with you have Tommy confused with my client? Because that's what Mike said that Tommy did. How can you be stalked by your child, ma'am? I just need to know this. And then how do you try? So when you said you tried, that means she did something that you didn't like. She doesn't know what that is. Could you tell us? Since you're talking, could you tell us what it is? Because she doesn't know. Well, she did say, she said the only thing she could think of is that maybe you got upset that she reached out to other family. But wouldn't you expect that when you introduced her to family? Like, you want to take no accountability for any of this gaggle cluster F that you've created. You want to take it's everybody's fault, but that seems to be a common thing with you. No matter what, it's always everybody's fault. Well, I'm gonna point something out to you. Since August and Rillo have popped up, everybody that you've been into it with is because of them. Yeah, them. Even the first time when I had to shoot off on them doing the roast and gag show, it was them niggas that came in there popping shit where I had to go to my channel and respond back to them. It was also them that was under your comment section talking about they were unsubscribing and shit. And then you felt the need to tell me the next day you wanted to talk to me about some comments that I said. So, the Mike shit, August winning Mike shit, talking crazy to him. The local, when they cussed her out, they cussed out Heidi. Every single one you've gotten has been because of these gentlemen. Who you get into it with me because of? Who did you beef with because of me? I'll wait. And I still gotta ask you, because you kept saying, I've been one to do this, I've been one to do this, I've been one to do this. What was I waiting on? Like, honestly, what was I waiting on to just pop up and do this? Why? Like, what? I have not, nobody can say I've done anything to you until you let them niggas talk crap about me on your show. And I still think that was very, very calculated because I know how y'all operate. Remember, y'all used to be on the phone with me and Joy. So I know how y'all are when y'all be watching people. So there's no way in heck that y'all gonna tell me all three of y'all weren't watching that night when we were on CMA show. There's no way in heck you can tell me if you didn't know prior to that night when we was on CMA show. I'm sure that night at least when one of y'all said Trey over there on Mike panel, them niggas at least said one time, see, I knew we couldn't trust you. That's why we told him to have a nice life. You knew that. I feel like y'all tried to line me up. Y'all did. Because you woke up disguising it like it was something else. Them niggas came in the chat first, talking shit. Oh, I cussed again. They came in the chat, popping crap. Then they blocked State Gang. Then they got on your panel. But ma'am, you told those good people that y'all own a stream yards together so you couldn't kick them out. We saw you and Mike end each other's lives several times, so that was a lie. And we'll just say, okay, you couldn't do that. You ain't see them in the chat before they got up there. You wasn't reading August comments. You wasn't reading the Gremlin comments. You ain't see none of that. But then you want to tell these good people, I'm just attacking you. Okay, then.
When pretty much right around the corner from me, less than 10 minutes, out of all the houses in Arkansas. Come on, y'all. Y'all don't think that's weird?
We still need you to answer whether you moved, whether she stayed there before, because she's always lived in Arkansas. Like, did she move there after y'all reconnected? Were y'all on good terms when she moved there? You won't answer that though, but you expect the people to be stupid. Like, this lady just uprooted her family and said, you know what? I know she don't want to be around me, but we're gonna move 5 minutes away from her just for the heck of it. Me and my kids and my husband. Because I'm gonna drag them into this mess too. She wants to lose her career that she had all these years. Pretty much, she's been in 17 years, so she'd been in 15 when she reunited with you. About 15 years. She want to throw that away for you. This is what you want the people to believe.
So PP, let me clear that up because I'm a little confused as to the timeline for when she actually relocated to like down the street from you. Okay? Did she know your location when she moved into her house?
Yes, yes. Yes.
Klein, if you want the link, just let me know. I'll send it to you if you want the link.
See, Lord Jesus.
Yes, she did.
Did you know she was moving down the street from you before it happened? I mean, I ain't saying she had to. I'm not saying she had to ask your permission to move into her house. I'm just curious to know that. Did you know before she moved? Before it happened? I mean, I ain't saying.
Let me go back because she act like that was a very simple question. Some odd reason, the striker known as Philly Phil became old, senile, blind. She couldn't hear. Lunch break up. It was a whole bunch of stuff. It was a simple question.
Lord Jesus.
Yes, she did.
Did you know she was moving down the street from you before it happened? I mean, I ain't saying she had to. I'm not saying she had to ask your permission to move into her house. I'm just curious to know that. Did you know before she moved into her house that she was moving down the street?
Okay, when she showed me the house she was buying, then I knew. I couldn't make her not buy, but I was like,
I gotta rewind.
oh, you moving over here?
No, I mean, I ain't saying she had to. Okay. Did she know your location when she moved into her house?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
So she knew your location, and then you saw she was buying a house, which was by yours, but y'all were still on good terms. So why would that be weird? Why would that bother you? Y'all were on good terms that you were able to see her house. Oh, I can't wait to play Locust's interview because see, that interview was forgotten about by a lot of people because it was put on members only. But y'all are going to hear another side of the story.
Oh, Jesus.
Yes, she did.
Did you know she was moving down the street from you before it happened? No, I mean, I ain't saying she had to. I'm not saying she had to ask your permission to move into her house. I'm just curious to know that. Did you know before she moved into her house that she was moving down the street?
Okay, when she showed me the house she was buying, then I knew. I couldn't make her not buy, but I was like, oh, you moving over here? I'm thinking, yeah.
Spoiler alert. The striker known as Philly Phil had babysit the kids and did spend the night. She house sat in that house for my client. Spoiler alert. Y'all gonna hear that in the next video that we're gonna play. Damn. She on lunch break, so she only got a few minutes. I'm sure she's not gonna be talking much longer. But if y'all want to catch this whole live, it's on Truth Hurts channel. It's called When Is Enough Enough?
That's what I was thinking in my mind. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm like, damn. Because y'all look, if you look it up and research, people be.
Why would you say damn when you accepted this lady back into your life?
A small period, just as left killing.
Yeah, why would you? Have you made me? Dang, text message. Why would you? I just push play. I forgot what I was gonna say.
I'm obsessed with her. They do. They do, people. I'm sorry. They just do.
Oh, well, ma'am. Remember that day she called and you lied and said, no, you got the wrong person? Why didn't you just leave it at that? You weren't worried about, you know what? I'm doing too much talk. I'm just push play.
And right now, I feel like people are obsessed with me. They want to look. They want to do what I'm doing. I don't care. Now they have management. This is some weird stuff. I don't care.
So you're the only one that can have management? It sounds like a bit of jealousy, ma'am. It really does. I'm just managing my client. I'm trying to help her get her channel popping. Some August and Rello can't do for the Dream Podcast because y'all still keeping it 100 like y'all views over there. Gentlemen, I just gotta ask y'all, when y'all doing all this panel hopping and shit and being in the chats, why y'all ain't on the Dream Podcast working? Y'all can't conduct none of them lives and get nobody over there. I'm just asking for a friend.
It's weird, and I just want to be left alone.
So now MoneyBoy's her manager?
Yes, yes. I'm telling you, this child
Not the naked mole rat.
is going cuckoo for Cocoa Puff. Okay.
That's fine, but when do you niggas ever get on camera? Have niggas ever seen y'all? What do you niggas look like? Cause y'all stay with a different avatar, just like the troll pages. And you niggas are so weird, y'all troll pages are under females' names. With Google image pictures. That's how lame y'all are.
And since she want to say I only gave her $20, which is not true, why she want me to get $1,200 from my son to help her with a house? You don't even know Rico, but that's not.
Ma'am, now you like Mike trying to tell all her business. She didn't lie on you. You just said she didn't ask you. You gave her $20. That wasn't a lie. But since you couldn't refute that, you said she asked her brother. Nigga, that ain't you. That's her brother. I'm sure he didn't find her moving around the corner from you weird. He was finna give her the money to fix up the house. You're the only one that found that weird, ma'am, apparently. But you won't tell us why you found it weird. You keep avoiding that. But again, ma'am, I know you're watching. There are uncles and aunts that are willing to come out and talk about this, backing my client. Don't be mad that my client has representation. Nobody was mad when you started saying that. Well, you know, Heidi and them was mad because they were saying your management was lying to you, telling you look like Nicki Minaj or whatever. But wasn't nobody mad. We accepted it. Why y'all got to be mad that? I'm just saying, like, since I've been her management, things have been on the uptick. Say I lie. I get results.
Now to put that out there, I shouldn't have said it, but yeah, that's true.
My thing is this, regardless, and I'm gonna say this, and it's hard for me to say because of, I can only speak from an aspect of the type of relationship that I had with my mom. But the bottom line is the real reality of it all is no matter who the person is, whether it be a child, whether it be an ex, or whether it be whoever, if you don't want to deal with a person, you should not be forced. You should not be stalked. You should not be made to try to do that. It doesn't, to me.
And see, because of the striker known as Philly Phil, she is slandering my client. She is leading people to believe that my client has been stalking and harassing her. But good people, I need y'all to pay attention to both of these people's pages. Only one person is consistently talking about it and deleting it, going on panels. To this day, my client has been on 2 panels. 3. Well, when she came on my panel the other night, we even talk about this. So she's been on 2 panels talking about this. Not back to back, days apart, all that good stuff. But this person, the striker known as Philly Phil, her and her management have been on a world tour just like they've been talking so much crap you think they knew her. But I gotta point back to y'all gentlemen, like y'all are repeating the stuff that she said, but remember y'all were there when she told us that Mike was lying. Y'all were there. So according to her, this never even happened. B. Nicole ain't supposed to exist. She said Mike was lying. Turned out that wasn't a lie. So could she be lying to y'all about the stuff that she's telling y'all as well? She's been known to lie about this situation once. That's all I'm saying. And y'all know we do receipts. Because I remember her on a video saying, how can you get somebody kicked out the military? I didn't call and say that. But you running around here on YouTube telling people you're being stalked and harassed, but you're saying that you didn't try to stop it. Interesting.
Truth, it's like they're trying. It's like they. I'm sorry. It's like they're trying to shame me into doing something. I'm not ashamed. I'm not ashamed of any decision I've made. But so
No one on our side has ever blamed you for giving a child up for adoption. We have blamed you, however, for coming back into that life and then turning several lives in disarray because for some odd reason you wanted to abandon your child twice. And yes, my community post was for you because apparently you don't know words. You actually did abandon her twice. Look it up.
they're trying to shame me and dog me into doing something that they want. You know what she told my family? If she just talk to me and do what I want, I can shut all of this down. Okay, you can't say, yeah, we like two women on the street now, y'all. Okay, ain't no love. It's two women on the street. I just want y'all to know.
Ain't no love. We like two women on the street. And this is because of what? Again, my client has not spoken ill of her mom at all. But y'all are like women on the street. Why?
That's what I said, PP. That's what I tried to tell the people.
Yeah, it's not the same.
And at the end of the day, none of this will be happening.
Okay, I think I'm done with that. Yeah, at the end of the day, none of this would have been happening if the striker known as Philly Phil wouldn't have met a stranger on Facebook named Mike and told him all her business.
You gotta let it finish playing out.
No, I don't. Did you? Oh, is something I need to hear? No, I'm saying is this something I need to hear? I think you
I'm
said
just
that for a
saying,
reason.
let it finish. Yeah.
So where am I stopping at? Or you gonna tell me? You gonna tell me where to stop?
Yes. Just stop.
If it wasn't for the mod, for the wrenches and the ropes.
The rigid in the rope.
It's all because of the wrenches and the ropes. Because, you know, and that's why it's messy. Because if everything would have been copacetic and this wouldn't be a thing. It's very messy at this point, and the thing about it is, like, I don't know.
Lanice, I can emphatically say this was not a child of rape. And again, nobody is judging her for the adoption. I've never said she was wrong for that.
Uncle Small, period.
I've been real specific in my criticism of her. And it's pretty much the way that she's acting now. Like she knows the impact that she had on several other lives by just cutting everyone off. And now you compound it by trying to ruin this. Now we're gonna get to that. You want to compound it by acting like this person is bothering you, speaking negatively about this person when this person just said, I told my story. This person has the right to tell their story. You keep on playing, this story gonna be on Tommy Sotomayor channel with the aunt and uncle. And you know how big his mouth is.
Listen, you people, we're at the part of the live where the daughter actually gets on the phone, and I just can't. Like, how do you feel about that, PP? Like, how do you feel about the fact that, and I'm gonna say your granddaughter. I don't know if I'm gonna say your granddaughter. Well, I'm gonna just say the child. How do you feel about the child being brought into the situation?
Excuse me. First of all, y'all always hear me say, I don't party with my children. I don't drink or hang out. Kids don't need to be around grown folks. Okay? Kids don't need to be around grown. I think it's crazy. I think you just look. I don't want to hear that mess.
Bruh, they were in the car. What are you talking about? Kids don't need to be around grown folks. They were in the car together. And again, ma'am, this same kid that you're talking about, you did YouTube videos with, ma'am. You took pictures with, ma'am. Why was that kid allowed to be on YouTube videos with you, ma'am?
I done heard all these sob stories before. I don't want to hear it because you're not innocent. I'm not gonna tell y'all everything. I got text messages.
She actually is, simply because she didn't ask to be born. She did not ask to be born.
Too, but I'm not gonna put it out there.
Don't even do it.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
And see, I think that's what people fail to realize is this is the bottom line, flat out. We're dealing with two grown women, even though, hold on, y'all, take over for a minute.
Yeah, I'm stopping there. Was she done talking?
No.
Yeah, you're dealing with two grown women, and one of them, well, maybe we both have become vindictive now. Okay, because I would not be shamed or made to do anything I don't want to do, and I tried, and it didn't work out.
Nobody
moving crazy. Then
When have you been shamed by anyone? Niggas just told a story, and you got mad and tried to silence niggas. Just keep it real. Ain't nobody tried to shame you. A nigga just told a story. They have the right to tell their story, just like you tell stories about the shit that go on in your life. I cussed again, my bad. There's only 3 shits. I'm doing great so far. It's been 41 minutes. I've only dropped 3 curse words.
Actually, according to our rule book at my job, after 3 shits, we have to send a child home because that's like diarrhea. But
Well, okay, well, all right, take over then. I'm finna go.
no,
You sending me home, ain't it?
no, I'm not gonna deal with that. And when you do adoption, you give up all your rights. You're no longer anybody's parent. You know.
We're good about my client and I are cool that she's not interested. She stated that several times, but there's only one side that keeps talking about it. There's only one side that keeps making community posts. There's only one side that's talking about everybody else watching her and they every move, but that's literally what she does to me and my client. Ma'am, we have all the dirty deletes. Just because I ain't been doing nothing, don't mean we don't have all of the dirty deletes that you've done. That's why I'm celebrating, but I'm also shooting this warning shot at you to be like, ma'am, this could get worse for you. You do not want the auntie and uncle to pull up. You saw the auntie on the whatchamacallit. Then I messed around and slipped the screenshot in where I don't know if it was the uncle, but I found it very interesting that your name was saved under sis don't answer. I find that very, very interesting. You're a bad, bad person. Striker, formerly known as Philly Phil. You're a bad person.
Y'all can quit saying that.
Yeah, this is what I want to say. We tend to forget about the fact that we are dealing with two grown women, even though she's the child, but it's still two grown women. And from what I'm gathering, for what PP is alluding to, and I believe her, it's some things that has happened when they try to form a bond, a form a relationship.
I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. My client, the striker formerly known as PP, Philly Phil, looks at my client and sees the life that she didn't have. My client has a husband. She wanted a husband. She didn't get one. My client has 3 kids. All of that good stuff. They got the kids and everybody. It's a good family dynamic. Got the house and all that good stuff. She's genuinely happy without her mother. We got to keep in mind she was happy in life for 37 years before she bumped into this woman. She was doing just fine in her career married, all of that good stuff.
I'm gonna do a correction. I think she actually was married to the.
Whatever. She
Okay.
still she divorced. It ended. It's still she doesn't have. She looks at my client and she sees the life that she wishes she had. She's like, "Why are you happy without me? I know what you've been through. How are you still happy?" That's just my opinion. Can't verify. That's just my opinion from the outside looking in. She jealous of her own daughter. That's my take on it.
Things that happen, because see, it's some things that happen that people's not willing to talk about that led her to feel the way she's feeling. I think people want people to understand that how she's feeling toward this young lady is just not something that just happened. It took time. It took a course of events. You feel me? Maybe some words were said.
Kill all trolls. Trolls must die.
Some shit was done, but she did not. The way she's feeling today did not just happen overnight. Is that what you're saying, PP?
Yes, truth. Okay, it just we tried. But I'm gonna tell you, when you read stories and people say people are vindictive and jealous of other people around, it's true. I'm just gonna do it's true. Okay, it is true. And you cannot I will not be shamed for something I did at 15 and 16. Damn.
First of all, ma'am, you sound like Kwame Brown. You were not 15 or 16. You were 17, ma'am. It makes a huge difference. It makes a huge difference when you try to push it back 2 years. You were 17. Still young, granted, but you're trying to get the I was just a young and dumb kid. So was your baby daddy. He was the same age as you. I digress.
I don't understand it. You're so happy you got everything and like leave me alone.
Oh my God. This is my first time hearing this, and I just gave y'all my opinion on this woman and said I believe she's jealous because she's happy without her. And without prompt, she just said, "You're happy. Leave me alone." Oh, you self expose every time you open your mouth. Yeah, Kwame Brown tried to tell people he was 17 when he went to the NBA knowing he was 19. These niggas just be lying. But she is a Kwame Brown fan, so there's that. He put himself 2 years younger, so did she.
Child, don't put coin Brown in this, okay?
I'm just, come on now. I had to take my dig at Kwame. It's only right.
One thing about it, somebody can't make you feel ashamed about something you feel like that you did that was right. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't made to be shamed, and no matter, and that's what
We've
I
never tried to
wish a
shame
young lady
her.
would understand. No matter how many times she hit a link or how many times she speak about it, or
Truth. We need to set that up. Hit my email. My client needs to speak her speech.
this and the third, she can't make you feel something you don't
I say
feel.
negative.
Right. And to go to my enemies and then have them making videos talking about not only did you abandon her once, you abandoned twice. Adoption is an abandon. Would you rather be
Oh my God, I hate to have to do this. Okay, Google, give me the definition of abandon.
Here's the definition of abandon: cease to support or look after someone, desert.
And the sentence that they give you is her natural mother had abandoned her at an early age because she ceased to support or look after it. Adoption is a cute name for it, but it's still abandonment, ma'am. You know I like to use words. Come on now, quit playing with me.
Can you look at your client's last comment so that
What did
you
my
can stop
client say? What did my client
with
say?
that shenanigans that you're doing?
My who?
Look at your client's last comment.
Oh, oh, I see it. The one I understand. But we've already said that.
Yeah, but you keep saying reach out. Like no, it's
Who said, ma'am?
you.
Oh, ma, look here. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I got you. Loud and clear. You made me forget what I was doing.
Get an abortion.
No, abandonment
I
is
hope they.
leaving a child on the.
I
No,
believe in abortion. Okay, I hope they don't take away women's rights because, honey, maybe you need to use it sometime.
the thing about it is I don't think I don't think adoption is abandonment because it's a lot of babies that's actually been abandoned. We're talking about sitting outside garbage cans and leaving at the hospital and shit of that nature. Adoption is a process that actually takes a lot. It takes a strong person, I feel, to give up the baby. But I don't look at adoption as abandonment. No, I don't. That's just me though. I don't know.
Well, I just played
And
the
it just is what
definition.
it is.
I
mean, a lot. I
is she
feel you,
done?
Knuckle Fuzz, and there's a lot of people.
Is Philly Phil done talking?
Child, I don't think so. I think it's like a couple of more minutes of it.
Yeah, I'm tired of hearing. I'm tired of hearing nobody. I just want to show how the striker formerly known as Philly Phil has been talking about this situation versus my client. That's all I'm here to do. This is the same day my client had no idea what was being said about her. She eventually heard it. And again, her response was to go on her page and sing a gospel song. I'm management though, so I'm a different breed. I was like, she running wild on us. She taking shots at me too. So let's get into, and in this particular clip that we're about to have, it starts off with part of a dirty delete that the striker known as Philly Phil played. She was talking trash and she deleted it. But it was caught and captured on video like most things are. Wait a minute. I'm still okay.
Cooking it with got her and her back was against the wall. Oh, what do you mean? Really? Miss cooking it with you mean kicking it with Lynn? And they would have said that I tried to get her put out from her job. No, I did not. No, I did that. That's a lie. That is a lie. You can't get nobody kicked out the military. First of all, quit. So PP is saying after B. Nicole exposed that things have gotten so bad that at one point in time, I'm not sure if this is recently or later on.
I don't think my client had walked into the building yet. She still hadn't walked in the building. I think she may have came in around this point and heard some stuff and started typing.
A call was made to the military that PP was being stalked and harassed. Now, y'all know that that's horrible. Take a listen. And naive people, you can't get anyone kicked out the military. I mean, for you to come on, people, think about it. Don't let them. Oh, she got everybody. Oh, they all giving. Oh, honey, she done did what she came to do. Oh, she loving the little horse. Oh, she loving it. She over there laughing now. But I know you watching me. You still ain't gonna break me, baby. I'm still not gonna. I will not yield. You gonna have everybody else for you, but you won't have me. You good? Don't worry about all of that. What I'm gonna go deal with somebody who trying to take me down, hanging with all the enemies, watching people talk about me, but then holler, don't talk.
Who your enemy? Mike is your brother. I am your cougar crush. We just having disagreements. I thought you didn't have no ops. We ops now? That is a strong word, man. And I ain't been your ops, but for what? 2 weeks now? Everybody had to wait 14 days. So yeah, about 15 days I've been your ops. Really? Wow. Okay. And again, I just gotta keep pointing this out, nigga. None of us would have known Mike if it wasn't for you. You brought him to YouTube and you told him all your business. That's your fault.
Adam, all they do is sit up and talk about me. That's all they do. You good. Don't worry about all of them. You good. Let them deal with all that unnecessary, whatever. Let them go through the emotional, whatever they're going through.
Mike is her
Okay,
baby.
okay. Why y'all over here watching her chat, watching me? Hey, PP and everyone in the chat. Hey, Julie Martin. Why did you do it? You see what this is all her doing. All her doing. If you're smart, you will watch how this woman has a vendetta against PP to expose her on YouTube.
Yes, Nika, I understand. This is closure for both of us. This is just a warning shot. Hopefully she will take heed. Hopefully she will take heed.
Bruh, did you just say for the both of us? If you don't get your sensitive ass down somewhere.
Yeah, this is closure. She assassinated my character. She assassinated my character and she took money out my pockets.
Okay, Trey.
And now in retrospect, she let them niggas call my child a gremlin in her chat.
She did do that. I know that was what I was kind of like, wow.
So this is closure for me. And she tried to silence me, so I'm here celebrating. But I'm just showing the difference between her and my client. My client is not bashing her. My client isn't disrespecting her. My client ain't even asking her for anything. She ain't told her to call her. She ain't said let's make up. None of that. She just said the door always be open. I hope whatever wrong with you gets fixed. That's it. But just like Philly Phil felt like she needed to get it off her chest and tell Mike, my client felt like she needed to get it off her chest and tell the world.
Yep. Absolutely. So, as you guys may know, I do have the footage. So I want to ask B. Nicole if she'd like to come up on the panel. Okay. Without any interruptions. I'd like to give you a platform to be heard.
Excuse me, I'm sorry.
I had walked off, my G. Okay. I took the headphones off and walked off. Go ahead.
Okay, you're a bad host. But this is her first ever panel. Literally.
No, it's the second. The first one was with Mike. But Mike was really up there trying to clear himself. He wasn't really trying to...
You're right. I forgot about Mike. You're right. This is her second one. So it wasn't no world tour. I was just trying to make the point that she wasn't on no world tour.
She's only been on 2 panels.
2 panels. And just been in the chat. You're right. My bad.
My show doesn't count because we didn't talk about that at all.
And this was just a follow-up from the Michael panel. So yeah. That's what I meant to say. Sorry. I just wanted to make that point. Like they was trying to make it seem like she was just jumping on everywhere, just telling her business. I'm like, no, she actually was just on her own channel. But okay.
Express your thoughts and to finally, one last time, defend your existence. So if you'd like, you can hit the link. My minds will put the call-in number in. If there's any echo on the link, I also have a call-in number that is a safe place as well. And you can come up here and express your thoughts respectfully.
Yeah, so this video is on members only over there on Local Libra Goddess of Order. It's titled Bad Blood. CMA just gave the Shat Show of the Year. The enticement is real.
You can also rebuttal if you like to some of the things that were said about you last night.
A vendetta. She's made you know what, I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna I have text messages too. Okay, I have text messages too.
Why haven't you shown the text messages when you wanted to show an email from Silly Me and from Joy? Why haven't you shown those, ma'am? I'll wait. You bluffing. I've shown text messages.
See, I'm not gonna do that. She old enough to know that this will only push people away with these actions. Child, it pushed me away. Shout out to Kicking It with Lynn for having some real sense and telling her what she really needs to hear. What did she tell her? Because they telling Miss Lynn that I tried to get her put out the military, and that's not true. That is not true. That's a lie. She running over there. All I'm saying is, leave me alone. Can't get nobody put out the.
But she wasn't over there bothering you. See, the Miss Lynn thing that you're talking about is when she was up there with Mike. She wasn't bothering you. Mike was asking her questions about, didn't you tell me to put out the story, and so on and so forth. That's what Mike was doing. He was again. That wasn't bashing. You seem to have a problem with, because that's what your problem with me was. Your problem was I went on Mike's show and I ain't talk about you at all, but you still had a problem with it. She went on Mike's show. She talked about you, but not in a negative way. She just responded to some of the stuff that you've been out here saying, like what you said on this video, and deleted.
Military. That's stupid. That's what but that's what she done told them. You see how she trying to make me look bad?
You're making yourself look bad because you won't stop talking. Well, Joy, you got to give me a timestamp. Which one are you talking about? The Truth Hurts Live? If so, you got to give me a timestamp. When I go back and play.
What you talking about?
The text where you said she talks about how she tried to
Oh, you.
I got an email. Wait a minute, let me check my email.
That's what I'm saying.
Move
Look
on.
for
No,
it right
just
now.
just go.
Okay.
Just move on.
But I'm saying that'll refute
Just
her
move
saying
on.
right
That's
now.
what.
Let me stop commenting. Old boy stopping me. Who they
I'm saying, but I don't have to play it, but we can give the people a timestamp because she's sitting here saying that she didn't get her. This is on her video. She's saying she ain't try to get her fired, that my client is lying. But I was just informed that on the same Truth Hurts Live that we were just listening to, she in fact did say she tried to get her fired. And I remember explicitly her management being on Truth Hurts panel saying, ain't she in the military? She gonna lose her job. The same niggas that was bragging about me being struck, but then gonna turn around and say, I don't think he got struck. Did he get struck or not? Y'all were the one that was saying y'all was gonna take my channel down. Y'all know what happened. Y'all know y'all tried a privacy notice. I won that appeal. Y'all tried a strike. I won that appeal.
Okay, so I'm not included in the can't cursing thing, right? Oh no, this is positive.
No, it's just me. It's just me.
I'm gonna say this. You little nasty boys. Y'all sit over there and y'all lied and said that his channel was gonna get taken down. Remember, y'all was sitting on the panel. The lady asked you. Remember, Loca asked you, who striked this page? Well, we got a couple of more, and his channel's gonna be gone. Y'all didn't even know. Excuse me, B Nicole. I apologize for this, but for some people for these people, the management that talks and everything, you didn't even know that this young lady's father was passed away. Talking about you got one of the managements in the chat room talking about something. Well, is she lying or not? Because where's the dad? Why he not coming and talking about it? I'm like, are y'all dumb or stupid? He's passed away, which means all the shit y'all been saying, like it's just lies for me. It's the lies for me. So y'all don't really know nothing. Y'all just out here running y'all fucking mouth.
They don't
And that's who
even
I
know
got
who the
energy
dad
for.
is.
I never got energy for the broad. I got energy for the dudes. And I'm here
I,
for it all day.
I bet them niggas
Period.
don't even know who the dad is. I digress. Mike did though.
Maybe they talking about your comments. They talking about your comments, but you know what? It never ceases to amaze me the people that gather up with my enemies.
Welcome, B Nicole. Hey, love.
I'm here. How you doing?
I'm so glad that you're here. Everybody's lovely. I think the circumstances are unfortunate, but I'm definitely glad to meet you and welcome you up on the panel.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah,
And
can y'all
listen,
hear
I'm
her?
not
Okay?
here to start no more drama. I just cannot sit back and see the assumptions when I know that I'm telling the truth. That's bothering me so bad. That's the only issue. It's just bothering me. Like, I would not be here if you hadn't told CMA your business, period. And behind the scenes, the family got to take the rest. They getting cussed out every week. I don't even talk to one of my aunties no more because of this. Because she grew up around her sister and she loved her sister. And I told her, what your sister doing is wrong though. Ain't no, how did I meet y'all if I didn't meet her first? For whatever reason, she don't want to deal with me. I don't know. I don't even care no more, really. I thought Mike could tell me why she. The only thing I can think of is she asked me not to get to know everybody before her. She wanted to go too slow for me though, and the family wanted to get to know me. So I'm like, I'm sitting back waiting to get to know you, but you don't want to hang out like that. You don't want to do that much, but the family do, and so I'm gonna go with the family. You know, we not, and so she called that betrayal. That's not right to me because I've been looking all my life. I had a good life.
I just want to point out my client has not said anything ill of the striker formerly known as Philly Phil.
I'm gonna keep saying that with my other family that God gave me. But when I'm able to find this family, and you said you prayed for this, that's what you told me. That you prayed for this and you was happy. And then for whatever reason, if she decided she couldn't deal with it, I had already met everybody else. So if they want to deal with me, that's fine. If you gotta bow out. I did not understand at first and I tried to
Okay,
apologize.
just 1 second, sweetheart. Okay, so can you all hear her? For some reason you're a little bit low. I'm having.
I got my earpiece in. Can y'all hear me now?
Try it again.
Hello? Hold on. Okay, what about now?
Okay, I think that's a bit better. Are we clear, y'all? Can y'all hear okay? Okay, I heard you mention that you wanted things to be the way it was when she initially was glad to have met you and say that she had prayed to have you reach out to her. Do you want to elaborate on that?
I sure will. When I met her, she FaceTimed me every morning. Me, her, my daughter, her daughter, my sister. We had a group chat on Marco Polo. It's a FaceTime chat. We all talked every morning. She called me on her way to work, and we was always talking. Then she told her sister
about me. She told people about me, and they started sending me requests on Facebook. So when they would send it, I would ask her, "Who is this? Oh, that's your aunt. That's your so and so." And I was happy. These people I look like. Finally, thank you, Jesus. And so but for some reason, she just be having her problems with certain people, and so she wanted me to go slow. What they want to get to know my daughter for? Let me get to know you first. So I'm like, cool. I want to get to know my mother. But when I asked her, could we spend one Saturday a month together, spend a day together? She, what we gonna do all day? What you want me to take you to Chuck E. Cheese? And I'm just like, what? And I said, she said, I don't hang out with my kids like that. I didn't hang out with Ash and Rico like that. I ain't gonna start with you. And so I said, well, you raised them, so they got a relationship with you like that. But I'm grown, so we can do stuff together. Go eat, go shopping, whatever. I don't know. But when she started acting that way, yes, my feelings got hurt. And after she came back from visiting with my sister, it was just I wasn't getting all the calls like I used to, and then I would call and she wouldn't answer. She would text me back, and so that's when I was just like, okay, the vibe is different. So I said, well, my feelings was hurt. I'm not gonna lie. I said, so if I said it don't seem like you're really trying to get to know me and spend time, so I'm gonna back away and let you love the two that you raised. That's exactly what I said. And then I told my aunties, and I sent the message to Ash and Rico. And then, my sister was sad. And she was like, I hate that. She said she was going to talk to her. But then I thought about it. I was like, they didn't do nothing to me. So I said, I'm going to still talk to everybody else. And so that's the only thing I can think of. She's saying I betrayed her, because that's the word she keeps using to everybody in the family. We betrayed her. You cannot make me disappear, though. Like, I am alive and well, 39-year-old lady. And you introduced me to everybody. So just because you turned your heart cold and you want to forget about it, you can't expect us to do the same thing. We don't love you less. We're not mad at you. We just want you to leave us alone and leave us out of whatever you got to deal with. Stop cussing everybody out. Don't call my job no more.
I have actually posted on the community wall before, after she kept talking, text messages of her actually cussing out family members in the text message. Yes, I've shown these. So when my client speaks, we follow up with receipts. Her, on the other hand, she just had management talk while she at work.
Worked hard. They think you crazy, just to be honest. Because they said their exact words were, is that your mother? I said, yeah. I said, but I didn't grow up with her, but she is my mother. And I said, I only put on the internet my true story because what she's saying is not true. I said, I'll take her pictures down. I'll take the messages. I'll bleep them out. I said, but I put the facts up so she can stop calling me a liar and a deadbeat. I'm not dead, and I'm not lying.
So, okay. Do you mind if I ask you a couple of questions?
I don't mind.
Okay. So,
the dead B word is my favorite word, but I can't say it right now. What's my favorite word? Yeah, she's tired of hearing her mom refer to her as a dead B word. I just got to point out, again, my client in this interview has not spoken ill of her one time. In this chat, she has not spoken ill of her. The ill will is coming from one side, and one side is simply responding to all the stuff the other side has said.
I want to put this message out because I know that PP watches me. We've been through a lot as strangers on this internet. So I'm not here to bash her as well. I actually have sympathy for both parties.
Can I say something too?
Yes, love.
I am not teaming up with her enemies. I want to be clear. I would never, ever, I'm all about loyalty. I would never do that. But you're not going to keep lying and saying the things you're saying to those people. If you had never told Mr. Mike all your business, I would have never seen it.
and I would have never been able to comment on it. So I just want to be clear about that. We're not on team, but they haven't done nothing to me. But what I asked them not to do, and that's to drag you. And they did that when they told my story. So I just wanted to say that.
No, I understand you defending your motives in that way. I did put a Google definition of desperate. I felt like maybe that was a desperate move. I mean, I do have a couple of questions though before I even say that. So would you mind telling us how many times after speaking with PP did you guys meet up?
After speaking with her, let's see, my kids, she kept my kids. They spent the night. We went over there often. Like, she was cooking.
Let me skip that back.
After speaking with her, let's see, my kids, she kept my kids. They spent the night. We went over there often. Like, she was cooking at the time. So we would go get leftover food. She let my kids spend the night. We did karaoke over there. I mean, she came over to my house, and I went out of town, and she came over and cooked for my kids and the babysitter. Like, this is not.
So you all made memories. So okay, could you give me like a time frame? Was it 1 month, 2 months?
From October to, I'll say it started. Let's see, October, November. I'll say in March it was really all the way over with. When I sent the message, I guess she know how to hold grudges, so she wasn't trying to hear it. And I don't want to say, I can't remember exactly when I sent that message. I gotta look back and see if I still got it. But it was probably from October to March.
Okay. You are very low. Can y'all hear her? I'm having a real time. I've got to put my ear
you
all
hear
the
me
way.
Now? I took my earpiece out.
Yeah, say something else.
Hello?
Yeah, you got your device turned up just a tad bit. Are you on the?
Yeah, and I took out my earpiece.
Okay, that's better. Lord have mercy, I'm over here struggling. Okay, so you know what you just did. You just clarified some things, right? So a lot of people were under the impression that y'all met up, y'all ate dinner or lunch, and it was done. No, you said that she actually came, she babysat, y'all cooked together, y'all had movie nights, things like that, right?
We didn't have movie nights. Now we did karaoke. We went over her house. We made videos. This is the crazy thing about it. We made a video on her YouTube channel, and she introduced me to the world. She said, I woke up with 2 kids, and now I got 3.
Wow.
And 5 grandkids. And so that's around the time my brother told her about his daughter. And then her and my daughter made YouTube videos. I put them on my story when I told her. My daughter still got all the YouTube videos they made together because she was so happy that her and her grandma just alike. So I can't let you do my kids like that. Like, this was real life relationship we was growing. And we was having fun. It don't gotta be that hard. I don't get it.
Real quick, if you don't mind me asking, what's your zodiac sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So right off the rip, I'm gonna tell you that Leos and Scorpios do not necessarily see eye to eye. Now, you might not be into astrology, but you can bank on it.
No, I know.
Okay. Yeah.
My husband is a Leo.
Okay. So see those repeated energies that follow? I'm telling you, it's real. I'm so glad to have you here, Nicole. And as I said, this is not going to be a bashing video. I don't want to get too interpersonal, but I just felt like yesterday you did not have a chance to be heard. You kept getting interrupted. You brought your beautiful daughter up on the panel with you. She expressed her feelings. I'm a granny's girl. So before, what you may not know is, before you ever even decided yesterday to let your daughter speak her piece about loving her grandmother, your daughter came out, she said, my granny's not wrong. She just blah, blah, blah. And it just, it touched a lot of people's heart because my grandmother is deceased, but baby, there would never be another. And she was a Scorpio. And so I know about that grandmother's love. I saw a picture of your daughter and PP at a restaurant, and your daughter was snuggled up to her. And I mean, I broke down. It broke my heart. But Staying neutral. I have to ask you.
No, that's not my daughter. That's Ashley's daughter. My daughter.
Oh, okay. Ashley's daughter. Okay, so maybe that makes more sense. Okay. Thank you for clarifying.
Yes, ma'am.
But your daughter still came out and defended her grandmother yesterday.
And she will. Like, she's upset and hurting because she see it hurt me. But like I told you, we can't make nobody do nothing. That's why I need to be clear. I ain't never and will never, ever, ever be a stalker. I don't have time for that. I only spoke out because I am a Scorpio. I am loyal, I am honest, and I will always speak the truth and stand on the truth. I can't get in trouble if I'm standing on the truth.
It's not cussing her out or any of that. She just saying, I ain't no stalker. Stop saying that. I'm not a stalker. No bashing, no passive aggressiveness. She's just expressing what happened, said her feelings was hurt, but she's pretty much gotten over it. But but she's still out here talking. The striker formerly known as PP still out here making community posts and being passive aggressive and making dirty deletes.
Absolutely. So you mentioned something yesterday before you broke down on CMA's panel. You said that a phone call was made. Could you briefly speak on that about the situation with calling your job? Was that recently or in the past?
So that was in March. Okay, because I was getting ready to.
That was in March. What are we in, May? It's recent. Very, very recent.
I'm getting ready to move to a new duty station. I can't put that info out, but I'm moving to a new duty station. We were getting ready to go look for a home there. And so right before that, I put a video out on my channel. The video that's out now, I put that up. That was the first time. So my uncle that she cut off, he messaged me and told me, and he said he didn't care if I spoke about it live. So he messaged me and he said, look at these messages, niece. He said, so she had sent a screenshot of the video, or she sent the link of me.
And as she was saying this, I was posting those messages on my community post. More receipts.
Doing the video and basically said she was going to get me for harassment. And so I was like, what? So then my aunt called. She had called and cussed my aunt out. And she called and said that she told her to tell that little B that she gonna get me for harassment because I want her YouTube life. I had a YouTube channel way before. If y'all look,
11 years ago, I saw your first. So I just want to make sure we have clarification because I don't want to leave room for any false narratives to be spent. That's just how I get down over here. Okay, so you're saying. So let's just try to put two and two together. The video that you did that's been going pretty much viral in this sector about your story of adoption and meeting up with PP. That's the video that was done 2 months ago.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And you're saying after that video was done,
my
PP reached out to your place of employment.
Yes. Oh, she reached out. I don't know if y'all noticed. She went to San Antonio the same day she did it to see my brother and acted like, everything was peachy. But when I got to work, I was embarrassed because I got pulled in by security forces and OSI that they had a complaint for harassment on me. And I said, what? And they said, yes. A lady called and said that you're harassing her on social media. She does not want to be contacted and you won't stop bothering her and contacting her. That is not true. I have not contacted her. The last time I contacted her directly, sent a message was when I was deployed. And that was in 2020. And I sent the message through my roommate because she had blocked me on everything. And
so really quick, Nicole. Okay, so what were your feelings? What was your thoughts when
this lady hate me?
2020.
When that happened? Yes. Okay. Because everybody has to keep in mind this was before all of this hit the fan. This is when it was still pushed under the rug. Okay.
Exactly.
Wow.
And I've been quiet. I wanted to. I'm human. I'm saved.
You're only
I love
human,
God,
yeah.
but I'm human. And so you know a Scorpio when you cross them. But that's not what I'm about no more. The younger me, yeah. But nah, I'm not about that. I love my mother because I believe the person that I met, I believe that's her true heart. And I just want God to work on her so she can face the truth, accept the truth. The family, we don't care. We're not mad. We don't care how I got here. I'm here. And we don't know how long life is gonna be. So let's stop all this foolishness. But I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm gonna tell the truth. You're not gonna make me look crazy.
And I noticed that you initially when this got blasted about a week or so ago, when it really all hit the fan, there was no video out. You just recently put that video back out. So PP says last night that you were lying about that and that she did not try to get you fired. What would be your rebuttal to that?
See, I'll keep all texts and receipts. But out of respect for my job, there's only so much I can do on social media. We got AFIs about that. Regulations.
Yes.
I've been in too long. I got 4 years to the finish line. I can't allow her to mess me up. I gotta retire. So all we can do right now, she know the truth. You know the truth, ma'am. Don't do that.
Yes. So respectfully, PP is now using the fact that you were on her. Now, keep in mind, as you have mentioned, as everybody knows, a long time ago, I exposed that PP and CMA were not sisters and brothers because I did some investigating and I saw some treatment that I didn't feel like a natural sister and brother would do to each other. Okay. Now you may not have been around then. You might not have been familiar with this side of the sector. I'm not sure.
No, I stopped following.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So there was some I'm gonna say some spitefulness going on. But anyhow, they called each other sisters and brothers and they stuck to their guns on that. So you said you popped up because after the fallout between them, because it was a gradual fallout. It didn't just happen overnight. It's important for people to remember that this was a gradual fallout. It got worse and worse as the days went on and the weeks went on, but they did not just fall out overnight. There was a chain of events that went on. So
I've seen that one fallout video where he talked about, let's talk about your baby.
Yes, you saw that video, right?
I saw that video, and if y'all go back and listen to that video, he didn't speak no false information.
Okay, so quick question: where was your mind frame at when you decided? Okay, because now we got to let me enlighten my audience so that they can keep up. They may not know as much as I do. And like I said, I'm so glad to have you up here because I think that clarification is very necessary, or this will keep spreading like a wildfire.
Yes, let's shut it down.
Okay, so one, you knew that.
Yes, and I'm here now just clarifying the 2 public appearances that my client, well, the 3, even her video, she has not spoken ill of my client the way that the striker, formerly known as Philly Phil, has spoken on my client.
They had a fallout. You didn't know the severity of it, but you did know that they were once claiming each other as family, right or wrong?
Right or wrong. I knew
okay.
I knew right. Sister, brother.
Okay, cool. All right. So then you said you saw the video where he partially tried to expose your existence. Now here you are, an accomplished, beautiful, grown woman, married, family, everything good going for yourself. No human being wants to be denied, period, point blank, especially their whole existence. However, knowing that PP, or I'm gonna say Philly Phil, and CMA were not cool, can you tell us where your mind frame was that made you call or reach out to CMA?
Yes. So when we were out of town, me and the family. So I was just scrolling through videos and I saw the title and I'm like, okay, I know they were close. What's going on? So I clicked on it.
And I just so happened to click on the part where he was talking about me. Let's talk about your baby and calling her cold hearted and the one you said she's a deadbeat. And it was something about the way he kept saying it that was just piercing me. And I'm like, wow. Now there is no way in the world if you want to say you don't have a child that you would have told this person all this stuff that he's saying. And like I said, me and her know the truth and the family. So when I saw that he was speaking everything he was speaking, I said, I gotta say something. And I said, I'm the daughter and I'm not dead. I'm gonna speak up now.
So you're saying when you reached out to him initially, it wasn't on some old teaming up stuff. It was about clarifying that yes, I actually am her daughter. I am alive and well.
Yeah, because just imagine you trying to leave stuff alone. I've been hearing stuff for a long time through the family on what she's saying, but you know, we're not worried about that. We love her. But when I make it to social media like this in a negative way, because you saying what you're saying about me, I was like, enough is enough. This is my chance, hopefully, to find out why she hate me. I'm not gonna team up with my mother's enemy. Like, I'm not that person. I'm not that girl. I don't care what they go through. At the end of the day, I'm gonna defend her because she's my mama. But I'm gonna call people out when they wrong, and she wrong right now.
So we can see from your channel that you are you seem spiritual, like a God-fearing woman. So now PP is saying that anybody that would team up with her enemies is not a friend or a family member of hers. Yet you have exposed, when she said it before, I'm not sure if she remembers, that there is family of your own that doesn't like what's going on between the two of you. So okay, this I was gonna play a little audio, but I don't think I want to have to let you relive that. I'll do that on my own on another time if I touch on it at all again. I want to address some things that was said last night. So the lady PP says that, what if I just don't want to relive something that was traumatic, right?
But
she
it
never
wasn't
got into
traumatic.
detail. Okay, she never got into detail. She says, but y'all just don't know. I tried. She said, the lady is crazy. Would you like to respond to that?
Okay, so y'all saw my Aunt Pat came in the chat. That is my dad's sister, and she's my aunt. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Is your dad still alive?
My dad passed.
Would you like to respond to that?
Okay, so y'all saw my Aunt Pat came in the chat. That is my dad's sister, and she's my aunt. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Is your dad still alive?
My dad passed away.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that.
And she's also
okay.
Oh,
take your time. Take your time.
I can't stand it. I'm not crazy. She is.
Can I say something?
I feel bad for her, but
I just wanted to interrupt that for 2 seconds, and I know you're going to play it back a little bit, but I'm still stuck on the fact that one of the managements on that other team wrote in the chat room and said, well, if she's telling the truth, why the dad ain't telling his side? If you're talking to this other woman so much, you need to know these kind of details in this situation. I knew that.
If they watched her video, they would have heard her say that.
Yeah. I was just gonna get to that point. If you watch this video into the entirety of, I'm talking about B Nicole's video, that 12-minute video, she says it. Father passed away, but here you got these gentlemen that's so-called managers popping a shit, but they not telling. Child. No, the cussing is not for me. The cursing jar is not for me, sir. Don't do that. It's you. Continue.
Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to point that out. I'll tell you, my energy is for them because they are the ones who are jumping on panels and spilling all this propaganda out here, just lying. If it wasn't for them, things would have been just quiet. They the ones, watch when this happened. When we called her, hey, we did this. We called jobs. We getting people strike. We taking everybody. We, hello, hello.
They literally
Is
said
it
they wanted to
you that I'm looking
silence me.
for? Where y'all at? Dream podcast. Can you guys come out? Where y'all at? With all these fucking lies. And like I said, I'm aiming at management at this point.
And why haven't y'all pulled up on y'all clients yet? We've done it twice. Why haven't y'all? Y'all stay driving to Atlanta. It's a few more hours to Arkansas. I'm just saying. But y'all busy being A&Rs, comedians, rappers, poets, graphic designers, podcast hosts.
Sinners.
No, they're abominations. Get it right. They're not the normal sinner. They're an abomination. God has a special name for them. An abomination.
Okay.
Well,
Well,
the truth will set you free.
Oh, you
The
had some. You had something else.
no, I was good. My bad.
You
Hello.
wait a minute. I gotta do it. I gotta say, you nasty boys. It's the swallowing sperm and feces for me. Shout out to Heidi for that line. They gonna die with that one.
that came in the chat said my brother did not do anything with her that she didn't want to happen. She's my aunt. She's free. The lady that came.
You take your time.
I can't stand it. I'm not crazy. She is. I feel bad for her, but I believe the truth will set you free. The lady that came in the chat said my brother did not do anything with her that she didn't want to happen. She's my aunt. She's Phyllis's aunt, and she's my dad's brother. I mean sister. Her that she didn't want to happen. She's my aunt. She's Phyllis's aunt, and she's my dad's brother. I mean sister.
Okay, so there's an entanglement. It was a bit of an entanglement thing. I understand.
CMA put that in his channel because we got to be clear. I didn't put that info out. I have never spoke about that because I don't care about how I got here.
Yes, ma'am.
CMA, you told him this information. Why? I have no idea. But if you go to his channel, his video he made, and start at 3:22, the third hour, and just listen and let it play out. He spoke on it. And I believe
a couple of times.
That's the reason that she hates me. That's why I believe that's why she hates me, because when she sees me, she sees my dad. That's what I think. And so if that's the case, okay, I left it alone. I won't deal with it. But don't make my family not want to deal with me. And I didn't do nothing.
Well, when we see you, we see a strong resemblance.
My client
I'm
won't.
not sure if you know
Don't have the family.
How you all feel about that, but it has been said that there is a strong resemblance between the two of you as well, you and PP. So you know what you're saying about what was exposed on his channel. He did that a couple of months ago as well. So if it's on there recently, then that would be the second time, because or maybe even the third, because he's mentioned it before. Now I don't have the audio, but I'm sure it's still up there. He did mention some things about that. That I don't really want to dig too deep into.
Well, I have never spoke that ever. Okay, I have never, and I need her to know that I never betrayed you. I never said anything that you asked me not to say.
Let me do my little pump and circumstance.
You can't meet the threshold. You cannot meet the threshold. Nigga, meet the motherfucking threshold, nigga. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about meeting the threshold.
Thank you for the super sticker. Done to Marco. Go.
All I did was spend time with my family against your will because you chose not to want to get close to me. That's it. I would
Which is the
never.
family that she introduced you to, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So going back towards the end of, I guess, when it all started to crumble after the reunion, can you give us an idea of what the end of that, uh, relationship between you and?
I still want to point out my client has not cussed her out or spoken ill of her, nor tried to bash her in any way, shape, form, or fashion. She just expressed her feelings were hurt hearing something that she knew only her mom knew come from another person. So she knew it was true.
He was like,
Well, pretty much after I sent the message saying I was gonna let her love the two that she raised because she didn't seem like she was really trying to get close.
And that was in 2020.
We never spoke again. I have never been able to speak directly to her again. She blocked me and she didn't want to speak about me no more. So when he said it was one day, she was telling him about me, and then the next after that, when he asked her again, it was that be dead to me. I don't want to talk about her no more. That's why she did not. She was not open to let's fix this. When I sent you this message, I was just hurt because I want to get close to you. I want us to spend time together. But the other family's doing it. Why don't you want it? She never was receptive to nothing else I sent. And I was just trying to fix it, make it right, apologize. If that hurt your feelings, but my feelings was hurt too. How can we both move forward together? So I guess that's why she's trying to say I was stalking her.
A striker, formerly known as Philly Phil. Can I buy a cake? I'll pay for it. I ain't gonna lie, them cakes is good. I want a lemon one. I buy it. Let me know.
That's not true though. I was not stalking her. I was just trying to apologize to her and fix it. But I never popped up at her house or nothing like that. It's just a few messages.
right. So you denied all allegations of stalking and harassment. I don't think anybody out here believes that you were stalking and harassing her. I have to be honest. Okay, I do not think anybody believes that.
Local Libra, there's a lot of stupid people on YouTube, so there's a few that believe it, but again, YouTube is full of stupid people.
Okay, we've seen some repeated patterns with people that are not really related with PP and how she deals with things. Not to talk against her, but the facts are the facts. So I want to ask you, it could be a personal question. When you see PP gathering up people like CMA, because I know you watched at one point in time because you said so. The new recruits, which is the two that that she pretty much mentions all the time now. Um, can you tell us what goes through your mind or how you feel when you see those type of unions being formed, and then there's you?
I have compassion. I have empathy and sympathy for her. Like I can't allow myself to get angry on the level I would with a stranger because of who she is and how we were. And so when I see that, yeah, I wish.
I repeat, this was 8 days ago. All this was 8 days ago. The striker has still been making posts and even just going back and hearing the stuff like what she said on Truth Hurts panel, because she went on there twice because she was up there when I was up there as well. Just having to go back and hear that stuff, you get triggered. And my client's response was to sing a gospel song. Not go live and bash her, not do anything. Well, we try and get the community post. I'm sure she got a lot to say. If she gets a community post, she can type too, but we trying to get there. So if y'all hadn't subscribed, make sure y'all click the link at the top of the chat and go subscribe to the channel. Let's help her get a community wall. But yes, that was her response to just all of this stuff that's been going on. She did a gospel song.
You know, I see how happy she be online and stuff, and that's how we were in the beginning. So I ain't gonna say I envy or I get jealous, but I kind of wish that we could be back like that. But I understand that they make her feel good right now, cause I know this hurting her. She's not a mean, hateful person like y'all seeing, but it's hurt that she wants to cover up and don't want to relive. But you can't unlive this no more because I found you and you accepted it. Had you just stuck with no, this is not me and hung up and never said nothing else, nobody would ever know and you wouldn't have to relive it. But now, because you didn't do that, it's being thrown in your face, you know? And so I understand that she's just trying to figure out how to deal with it. And in her case, that's denial.
Not deal with it at all.
Yes, ma'am. So, I mean, that's why I just ask that everybody just continue to pray for our family. This is not for entertainment. This is not reality TV. This is real life. But my career was put in jeopardy, and that was like the last straw. I worked too hard. But my mother's feelings are real. They're real. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Who y'all saw cooking with Philly Field, that was the real her. I believe
It's the real her.
I didn't grow up with her.
Only, let me tell you, only a daughter would say that because so many people would disagree with you on that.
Right.
She just said that the cooking Philly Field, the family Philly Field, that's the real Philly Field. Only a daughter would say that. Okay.
Right.
Because you know, as watchers, we've seen another side, maybe a more defensive side. So let's talk about some problem solving, really. Okay?
Yes.
So your mother's, well, it's so uncomfortable. PP is saying that she wants nothing to do with it. She said, I might even have to take legal action. She said, but I tried. Both of you all, let's talk about what you can agree upon. Okay. You can agree that there was some effort there. You admitted it. She admitted it. Okay.
Right. We can say this. After this right here, the truth is out, and that's it. Like she said last night, I heard what she said. So I'm okay with that. That's my whole thing. I just wanted my truth to be heard, which is truly the truth. You know what I'm saying? I have not tried to make her hang with me or deal with me or nothing in a long, long time. And I would not.
So you're saying that it's been a while since you've reached out and tried to be close to her. You've accepted it for what it was. You just wanted to clarify your existence.
Yes.
You've been left it alone.
Yes, I'm okay. Like I know that when you know that you did everything you could do and you did it from a good place, you can leave stuff alone in peace. Okay? And so I know that within my heart. Like my faith don't allow me to just give up, but as far as giving up and physically and speaking out, speaking out about my channel is not gonna be made around her.
Okay, great.
No.
Yes.
So this is
still
done
is not.
for me. This is my last clarification.
On her third public speaking engagement, we did not mention this situation at all. As you got to point out, it's only the second time she's ever spoken on this. And while she was doing this, her mama had just got off another panel talking down on her. Unbeknownst to her, she didn't know mom was over there talking down on her, but just look at how both of them are talking about each other at the same time, pretty much.
Just bothers me to see everybody assuming and trying to put it together.
Yes.
When it really ain't nothing to put together. You know, I showed y'all the facts. My birth certificate, who got time to make that up? Like,
absolutely.
So this is, she don't never got to worry about me trying to call her. Or can somebody talk to her? I would never do that. I just wanted him to, I was hoping he could tell me why she hated me. But I just want to deal with my family and we deal in peace. The family has not betrayed you. They have done nothing. This was me and you. Bluetooth connected. So that was it.
Okay, so as far as the when Philly Phil says she's connected with my ops, you already cleared that air.
You're not friends with anybody. Can we find you in the future on CMA's platform, or as of right now? Because as of right now, you know that her and MoneyBoy are not cool. I mean, hell, me and her just really got, at least on the same page. But I don't think she would consider me as a friend or anything like that.
I'm gonna be
And
clear.
of course, her and CMA are not cool. Can we find you on those platforms?
So I'm gonna say this, because of the way they handled this situation, it showed I didn't have no beef with them. Okay, so when I spoke out, they could have took that. I didn't know they had all that beef going on, all those different. I didn't know all that, so I just knew what I saw with him and her at that time. So when I reached out, he already knew everything, and then when I clarified, he could have drugged her, but he didn't do that. So that showed me he got some type of heart for her.
You talking about CMA or you talking about Money?
I'm talking about CMA right now. And then, because he did that out of my wishes, I said, now don't take what I'm telling you or clarifying and put me in no drama that y'all got and drag her. Please don't do that, because that is still my mother. I still love her, and I'm not for that. I told MoneyBoy the same thing. They both said they had their beef with her, but they would do it out of respect for me.
I definitely know that MoneyBoy put a halt to his comment, because, honey, it would have been 8 hours of video made had you not been trying to respect you in some form. So shout out to
these is facts. She was
Can
gonna
I
get.
say something?
Go ahead.
I appreciate B Nicole, because I was in the background saying Trey. And it did take B Nicole to be like, hey, chill, G. So I appreciate it. It wasn't from my mouth. That's fine. But
No, because she was gonna get that work until I got my video
I
back.
was asking as well. And when, Trey does have a good heart. He doesn't, it's not malice in his heart. He's not angry at her. It's just the way things went down. Like what Trey said the other day when I was listening to one of his lives, he was like, I'm a genuine person. Like when I'm genuinely cool with you, I'm cool with you. And I can contest to that, because I'm somebody that I'm dealing with him. So I like, yeah, this is kind of like, wow, to us, to both of us, to wake up listening to somebody talking shit to us, and we're actually like, we're not gonna hit the live button. Let's just call her on the phone and like, hey, in my nerdy, like, hey, what's happening? Oh, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, that it set me back, because I went back to the place where we did this shit with CMA. When that shit happened with CMA, she called me at work. I was on my lunch break. I was like, oh, okay. And when I understood, I said, because at the time I thought that was her brother. So I'm like, okay, if you got to unrich us, unrich us. That's your brother. I'm not gonna knock y'all hustle. That's money. This YouTube. I want to see everybody grow. So I don't give a fuck. I got my own little shit I got going on over here. So when the shit happens again, I was kind of like, let me just. What's happening, Captain?
Oh, if they ain't heard it nowhere else, B Nicole, they've heard it here, because I done played the heck out of it, saying, well, hold up. Wait a minute. I did a live asking people like, y'all mad about this? And she came in there and explained, and then she verbally came up there and explained, because y'all didn't take her explanation in the chat. I guess since she didn't verbally say it, y'all didn't believe it. Y'all were like, oh, she typed it. It can't be real. So she came out and verbally said it, and her story hadn't changed. We know that she isn't lying about the striker formerly known as Philly Field telling Mike, because Mike told it and she said it was a lie. But here B Nicole is in the comment section. We've shown receipts. So she literally told Mike these things. Prior to Mike coming out and saying it, none of us knew about her. Did we?
And I'm just going to second the notion about the fact, and I'm going to let you get back to your commentary, what you're doing. It really is the management that has a problem with everybody. Like, if it wasn't for them, okay, let's play devil's advocate. Let's just say that she really felt the way that they were saying and she just let them say it. That's cool beans. But at the end of the day, it's always them. When I had the direct line to them. So if y'all had an issue, my niggas, we could have spoke, but y'all didn't want to speak.
They told us have a nice life. Remember?
Exactly, and that's what we fucking did, my nigga. I don't drill on. I don't listen. Tell me bye bye. Give me the gift of goodbye. Bye. So it was kind of weird when they sat on that panel, and that's why I reached out to her because I was confused. Like we were still good with her.
I
Like
can't
everybody keep.
believe I can't believe she asked me to hit the link, knowing them folk could talk shit about us for. I did it for the
I
fourth time for 45 minutes,
for 45
hour.
minutes,
I
and I
can't believe she told me to hit the link. I had no idea they had been talking about us like that though. Again, I was just going off of what I was emailed. I was emailed and text. I'm like,
yeah,
dang. So I just
somebody
dropped
hit
my
yeah.
stakes. I didn't know it. I ain't watch it. But when that first day, my response was, screw them. I don't care. But then I got a text after the email, so I'm like, okay, let me drop the stakes and feel the temperature. And the first person responded was them niggas, the ones who had been talking. Like PP dropped the link since he want to talk to everybody. And I'm like, well, y'all
And
told us to
mind
have a
you,
nice
right
life.
before that, because what I do, what Trey don't do, I rewind shit. So when I rewind and I looked at the chat room, they already talking about Trey's child in the chat room. I'm thinking they talking about me, but they talking about his child. So I'm just like, seriously? This is what we like. I was like, wow. So it was like it was a campaign. Oh, child. I don't. Trey, I told you I didn't want to do this tonight because I don't want to do this tonight. Like real shit because
Well, ma'am, again, this is a celebration of my strike being
yeah,
removed, and we just firing a warning shot to be like, cut it out with these community posts and stuff, bro. Ain't nobody bothering you.
yeah. I'm just going back
You have
listening
been
to
on
that
a
shit.
rampage because again, you got dirty deletes you've done on your own channel where you keep talking ill.
And like I said, I'm gonna keep saying it like this. I like fucking with niggas. So I'm staying on them niggas. I'm staying on the nasty
You
boys
on
neck.
fight? You gonna pull
Yeah,
up?
I'm fight with the niggas because
Well,
it is what it is.
maybe you and Cap can team up, and it could be a 2-on-2.
Nah, he good with Jones. He good with Joneses now.
No,
Yeah,
they still
don't
want to
put him.
fight. No,
No,
they still
no,
want to fight.
no, they don't. Trey, what are you talking about? They're good.
Oh,
They
I
not in a
thought they
good love.
still want. Oh, my bad. I thought they
No,
still
you
want to
know
fight.
that. You being messy as fuck. You know that them folks
I
good.
forgot, bro. I forgot. Simple mistake.
Yeah, yeah. Simple mistake. You being messy, my nigga. But yeah, I ain't got time
I
for none of that
honestly
shit.
was.
I'm here for the dudes, the nasty boys. They played two. They started all of this shit. So I'm on their head top all
Yet again,
2022.
they've started another debacle.
The nasty boy, aka the management. So they can
Oh,
go to
oh, and we
they.
still gotta. I gotta point out they came to Joy Wallace's show that day because I was in the chat cutting up, and they had to come up there, and they had been watching. Even though they said have a nice life, they had been watching us not talk about them, but repeating what I was saying. Like, we the celebrities. Don't let nobody say they could do this and that and that. We do. I'm like, these niggas have really been watching me.
Yeah,
They,
like I
they, they
said,
were
I'm
a
on their
tad
head
bit
top.
jealous. They were a tad bit jealous, it seems like.
I like fighting with boys. So the lady. Yeah, the nasty boys. I got y'all. Y'all scary. Y'all ain't doing shit. The Dream Podcast still ain't making no numbers. Y'all clowns out here.
The Dream
Period.
Podcast is sleep. That
Talking
joint is
about we
on
got
snooze.
all of a sudden y'all got COVID all over again. Like this nigga done had COVID like 15 times this year. Like, bruh, come outside.
That joint on snooze. The Dream Podcast is on snooze.
And I'm calling y'all out. Come outside. Go on the Dream podcast and do what y'all gotta do. Leave that shit up
Hey, Mike New
and let's
Channel finna
go.
catch the dream. Mike New Channel finna catch the dream podcast. I want y'all to put that in perspective. He left a channel that already had like 14, 1,500 subs and created a new one. He about to catch that junk. And y'all celebrities have had y'all name on
No,
that
he already
channel.
cashed it.
No, I'm saying,
He did
but
a
I'm
live
saying he
today celebrating his 1K.
yeah, he got 1K, but I'm saying he about to catch whatever subs they got over there because it's sleep. It's really a dream.
Stagnant. Yeah, just don't mess
So,
with
so
mine.
y'all ain't done nothing over there, gentlemen.
Once they
Y'all,
start talking about the kids and stuff and going that low,
we're gonna do horoscopes and we're gonna do
I'm
celebrity
good
this
on
and
y'all.
we're gonna do conspiracies and we gonna and all of this and yeah, you got to do entertainment with this channel and where
Man,
y'all at?
clowns,
The only thing y'all
clowns,
have done on that giant is roast people.
clowns. The only person y'all didn't shared over there was Hottie Ho, Hottie Ho, Hottie. That's the
Use
only
a
person y'all.
$5 hoe.
That's the only person y'all didn't shared on y'all little weekend. What? Not even. Yeah, that's the only person y'all didn't share. Y'all can't even share. Child, go push play because I feel myself talking, and I don't want to go there with these folks.
Well, they gave her a few drops, you know.
Child,
Money
they
Boy
better.
for that.
Yes,
But I
shout
must
out.
say, well, just a second,
Let me hear my name.
Money Boy
I'm
put a
conceding.
halt to his comment because, honey,
I still love them, and I'm not for that. I told Moneyboy the same thing. They both said they had their beef with her, but they would do it out of respect for me.
I
So
definitely know that Money Boy put a halt to his comment because, honey, it would have been 8 hours of video made had you not he not been trying to respect you in some form. So shout out to Money Boy for that.
yes,
But I
shout
must
out.
say, well, just a second, B Nicole, because as far as CMA, let me at least ask you this: can you at least see where some of us are coming from when we say that we feel like he used your situation for collateral damage? Can you at least
I can say that I see where it will help him and his views and all of that. But with the conversations that we had, I knew where his mind was at, and I had to keep telling him, "You need to stay focused right now because this is for me, and I'm not gonna let you drag my. I'm not gonna participate in that." So I understand what y'all saying, but I understand what me and him talked about, and he did what I asked him to do, not to
he
do.
did what you asked him to
Yes,
do?
he
Okay.
respected my wish.
And in closing, the striker formerly known as Philly Field, that is our warning shot. We don't want to pull out the weapons of mass destruction, but if you do not cease and desist these child dry community posts that we know you're doing on purpose, you leave us no choice. We've said we'll go on with our lives if you do the same. If you don't, we will crush you. Well, I will crush you. I'm my management has my client doesn't want to partake in it, but I'm convincing. So
No, you're not convincing.
I am convincing. That's why
No,
I'm the man. That's why I'm the manager. I'm convincing.
child, you're gonna be suspended for a week.
I'm just saying. That's it. We're showing the difference. One side is being very, very mean and nasty. The other side is not consistently. You cannot find a video or a comment in her few appearances that she's made publicly where she has spoken disparagingly on her mother. But can't say the same because again, 8 days ago when both of these videos were put up, and I challenge y'all to go to the big channel of hers, the one with 17K, and look at her community posts. I ain't even checked the other two channels that got community posts, but I'm sure there's some stuff up there too. And then a woman that talks like that has the nerve to call someone the devil and judge someone else for not believing in God. And that's how you're talking about your own child.
Yes, Lawrence. We found out about Tommy. That is wild out here in these YouTube streets. He was talking about Tommy channel. Go ahead.
No, no, no. We can't go straight nuclear, mad, because my client doesn't even want to be here. But my client's feelings were hurt, and I was like, well, your feelings are hurt. Let me do something to make you feel better. I'm just playing. No, but seriously, I was like, well, you know what? We have told her to stop. We've let her know that it's like more that could happen. So let's just do a comparison while also putting out little tidbits of other stuff that we could drop. I ain't cuss her out one time during this live.
B Nicole. So let me answer your question. When a tree falls in the forest, we're not going to hear it unless.
If she I'm talking. I want to talk to the auntie. I want to talk to the auntie that popped up in the chat. She just asked the question. You answered it. You said you're not gonna hear it. I said what I would want to happen. I would want to talk to the auntie and the uncle. I would want to just do the weapon of mass destruction. Because again, if she leaves it alone, we'll leave it alone. Because I like one of them community posts was definitely about me. Because again, she's trying to accuse me of using her name, but you said millions of times that I wasn't clout chasing off you, yada yada yada. And before you deleted all your videos, you have more of Joy and I's content on your channel than we do of yours. And let me remind you, even when you struck both of us, you had our content on your channel that we could have struck you back for same day. We don't play like that though. But yeah, we could have gotten you.
I agree. No, I was agreeing with your client's last comment because I keep telling you that, but you just.
Oh, I'm not trying to change her name. One thing I know, she cares about her public persona on this app. And if she cares about what little that she has left, she can stop because it can get worse. Because at this point, if we break out the weapon of mass destruction, ain't nobody gonna even thinking about you. They're gonna be going to her like, what was up with you back then?
All right, finish playing the audio.
I'm done with the audio. We finna end it. 2 hours and 7 minutes. If they want to hear the rest of the audio, they gotta go subscribe to Local Libra's membership. They gotta join the membership. Okay. We did our jobs. Stop it, Striker, formerly known as Philly Phil.
My feet up, my feet up, my feet up.
I want to ask a question.
Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap. I'm doing.
I want to ask a question. What's a monologue after the show? What is that called?
Warning shots.
Trey, bye.
My feet up, my feet up, my feet up. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap. I'm doing me. My feet up, I'm doing me. My feet up. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap. I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers. I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. Certain scenes, I'm off the porch from drugs is influence. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up in the trap. I'm doing me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. When the work naked like a skinny bitch, no problem. We did for the school of vision. Cold out, couple screw missing. Paranoid, nigga, superstition. No paper in the room of fishing. Niggas stole what a nigga fishing without a so everybody hit it. Falling strong, trying to pull a mission. Mathematics, simple addition. Bad luck like a bad kid, one little few, still a better shit, no matter what. Never act different, no GPS, put that back tripping. Money cup, yes, I'm back sipping. Like that's a kid, like that's a back of hey, yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers, I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drugs, is insurance. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Hey, yo, keep back with my feet up, keep back with my feet up. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me.
I was riding the tours, driven in the rain. Got another little bun, them another game. Roll by the Escape, pop by the game. Back down with the dude, shot a Timberlake. Near reach at a rally, it's a murder eight. Raw running up, watch step for winter eight. I'm a star cloud now, I'm an Alex Payne. Roll running, show money, get it steady state. Black brother finna kill, out on the way. Riding with the 6-9, press a whole day. I was counting money way back to home day. 7-8 with a boy, money boy train. HD lifestyle, let me phone game. 4 clips, 2 rock, cone, AK. Being legal, I care 34 state. Every time that nigga got a
Hey,
face.
yo, keep back with my feet up in the trap, I'm doing me. Keep my distance from these suckers, I can't let them ruin me. Drug dealer, pimps and hustlers, they the ones influence me. 13 jumped off the porch with drugs, is insurance.